Hello student. Today we are going to understand one practical from the 12th class physics subject, and today's practical topic is to draw the VI characteristic curve of a PN junction in forward bias and reverse bias. You can see one diagram is given, that is the circuit diagram, which is a forward biased. Generally student cannot be able to understand the figure given in the book, so you can understand easily with this circuit diagram. Here you can see one diode is given, 1 milliammeter. In between voltmeter is attached, and that is also of 0 to 3 volt, and we have provided a DC volt supply to the circuit. This is commonly you have to follow while you are connecting practically. Now we will understand the same circuit diagram on our apparatus. Okay, so for the PN junction diode, and as we are doing a forward bias circuit connection, this is our PN junction board. You can see properly here the voltmeter is given and milliammeter. Port is also given. You can see this is off on button, and this is of changing the volt. You can see 3 volt, and when you want to change it, this one to the milliammeter, this is of 10 milliammeter. And when you toggle this button downward, that means you are using 30 volt, but in forward bias you have to use 3 volt, so you just have to toggle it in upward direction. Just you have to toggle it in upward direction, and now you are working on 10 milliampere. Okay, so now we will attach the cables. For this we required this kind of cable pins. From both the terminal you can see it is attachable to different ports. Okay, so we will connect this then. First of all, you will connect this pin to the negative of the forward bias. You can see we are doing on forward biasing, so we have to use voltmeter and milliammeter both, but on this side of circuit. Okay, and the upper diode you have to use, it's written forward bias, that only you have to use. So in the negative terminal, you can see from the negative terminal you have to connect the same negative to the negative of the ammeter, and then one more negative, this negative terminal to the negative of voltmeter. See, I have connected negative terminal and negative terminal to the voltmeter. Now two positive terminals are there, so you can see positive, one positive terminal to the positive terminal of voltmeter I have connected, and then one more positive terminal to the positive terminal of diode. See, this one is positive and this one is negative. See, I have connected a positive terminal. Then the final one is the end point of this is diode backward connection is connected to the positive terminal of ammeter. See, again, just see the connections properly. This one is the negative connection to the negative of voltmeter, and negative connection to the negative of ammeter. See, now positive connection to the positive of voltmeter and positive connection to the positive of diode. Then the last, the back connection is connected to the positive of ammeter. You have to switch on the connection. This is the button given for the switching on the apparatus. So now it is in off condition. You have to toggle it down. This way you can see light is blinking. That means the apparatus is in connection with DC volt. We have applied a DC volt and volt of 3 volt. See, 3 volt on 10 milliampere. It is working. As you change this rotation slowly, you can see the voltmeter will also changes. See, I am rotating. You can see this is changing, voltmeter is changing, and there is no change in ammeter. Again I am rotating and there is change in the voltmeter, but there is no change in the ammeter. See properly. Slowly you have to change the voltmeter and note down the reading. After a certain point, you can see when I am increasing the voltmeter, there is a change in the reading of milliammeter. You can see it is changing. So in the same way, you have to rotate this forward bias knob and slowly you have to take the reading at different points. See, it is changing. When voltmeter is changing, ammeter is also changing, and accordingly you have to take different observations, and based on this observation you have to draw a graph also. So I hope student you have understood this properly. Thank you student for watching this video.